we decided to do today is use the propane forge. Now the propane forge, just for us at this point, when we're trying to do production work, just seems to work out more efficiently. So what we're going to do is fire this up. We can put multiple pieces in the forge at the same time, and I can pull one out, come to the anvil, and work. And as we come to the anvil and work, there'll be another piece already in the forge. Now while that piece or two or maybe even three is in the forge, I really don't have to worry about it. The way this forge is designed, I really don't have to worry about burning material up. I can adjust most of the settings on it, the way the flame comes out. So I really don't have to worry too much about overheating it. I can adjust that myself. Yes, in the coal forge, we can make sure that we only get a certain portion of it heated up, and that's a little easier. But if I'm doing things like drawing out multiple pieces, which is what we'll be doing today, I can do that in the propane forge quite easily. So we're going to do that, give that a shot. While the propane forge is heating up, I just wanted to show you what we'll be doing in the process. So what we're going to be using is 1/4 inch round bar. I've cut each of them to approximately 6 inches long, and we're going to put 6 of them. We're going to put 6 of them in the forge now and heat them up. Then we'll bring them out, and then we'll just start with the tapers. That'll be the first thing that we do on each end, and get all 6 of them tapered up. So the process I've been using is similar to what we do on pretty much every hook, every ornamental type piece we do. We bring it out, and then to taper it out, we start with the square, then the octagon, to the round. So I've already done a few of these up at least to partial square. Haven't got the full taper on it. So let's just take a look at what that looks like right now. Working out the corner, the edge of the anvil, so we don't hit the anvil. Just working that taper out. Trying to keep everything uniform. And as we've got a little bit of heat left, I'm going to go ahead and take the corners off. Try to go to the octagon. A little bit more difficult as the heat diminishes. Alright, so we'll put another one in, and we'll go to round. So at this point, we've got most of them down to square and to octagon. We're ready to round up a few of these. So let's bring one out and see what it looks like. Already got the octagon. So we're just going to use that heat starting at the tip because it cools down fairly fast. And we're just going to run it back and forth, all the way down through here. Just light taps. Just up a little bit. It's okay to use the lower heat. We're not really moving metal at this point. We're just kind of planishing, taking out some of those facets that we left in, hammer marks. And just try to generally straighten it up a little bit. And we'll put a few more back in, get them all rounded up. We'll show you when we're done. So we've got all of our points taken out to a taper and to round. And so now we got the last one to bring out. We're going to put the little curly Q on it, as we call it, curly Q, whatever you want to call it. So just bring it over the anvil, and we're just glancing blows right off the corner, right off the edge of the anvil, till we get where we want. And then we just work it. You bring it in, tilt it up. Notice a lot of it has to do with the angle of what I hold it in the palms. And then we just straighten it up a little bit. And There we go, little curly Q. So next item of business, we'll put them all back in, and then we'll make the next step in the process, which will be to put the flat actually on it. Before I put the curve in it, before I put the hook in it, I want to measure off and get the flat made on it. So that way the hook's not in my way. So we'll do that next. All right, while those are heating up, what I plan to do is bring each one of these out here, and on the anvil, I have marked off 2 inches. Marked off 2 inches. This is the section that I'm going to bring the piece over to it, and I've made sure that I put the curly Q down. I put it down away, because when it curls back up, that's where it's going to end up, and that's where I need the flat to be. So I'll do a full face blow on the anvil, flatten those all the way out. And then I'll have to do some cleanup on the end. So let's see if we can do one of those right now. You definitely need a different pair of tongs for this, that's for sure. Out here and clean that up just a little bit. Over on the side. Do some filing here on each end. Anyway, there we go. You can see got the curly Q over to the flat. So we'll clean that all up, and then we'll turn this up into our hook. So next in the process, we'll bring each one of these over to the vise, or to the anvil, place them in the bending jig, and as we turn them, we'll go right around and make a nice pretty jig hook and make this piece right here, make that facing out, and our curly Q facing up. Let's do that now. We're ready to bring one out, do the bend. Placing the curly Q right in there, let it grab, and we're just going to bring that right around. Sometimes you got to give it a little help. I'm not 100% happy with that, so I think I want to make a bigger hook. I think we'll go, next heat, we'll go down here to this bottom one. Let's pull another one out. We'll go down to the bottom. I'm going to quench that tip first. Go down here a little further. Let it grip. That's a little better. We're happier with that. Do a little cleanup on the anvil. Yeah, a little happier with that. So as you can see, that's basically what we're left with. We'll do a little bit more cleanup and filing. We'll throw it back in the heat and wire brush it, put the holes in it, finish it out. Well, we've kind of got our process down a little better. We know exactly where we want our heat, and we know exactly where we want to put it in the bending jig. Just go over and quench one of these curly Qs. I'm going to put it down further into the jig. Take it all the way around, a little past 90. Make a little adjustment with the flat. Yeah, that's much better. We like that. Just a few little square adjustments. Compare it to the other one. That's pretty good. We'll take that. Okay, so after doing a little bit of adjustment, we're going to put them back in the heat a little bit. All we're going to do is bring them out, hit them with that butcher block brush. So essentially, you can see, is our finished hook. We'll just have to do some filing on the top, put our holes in, put the beeswax on it. We've got a completed hook. Looks like we got about 7 of them. So we've let these bake a little bit in our forge. Just gonna let them sit there and stay hot for just a second. Try to get the last little bit of scale off of them. And if we're just hot enough, a little too hot yet, we can just start in with the paste with the beeswax. Still a little warm. Just want a little bit of smoke, is about it, with the wax. Hang that one up there for a second. Grab another one. Just keep going with the beeswax. Here again, that may just still be a little too hot. It's alright. You do know if it catches fire, that's definitely too hot. Beeswax will do that. Just keep putting a coating on. Sometimes you got to watch your hands. Put that one up there. I'm going to take each one of those and take a towel to them. Just kind of wipe off all the excess. Sure we got a good coating on it down in all the surfaces. Hang another one up. We'll just continue that process. So we'll demonstrate our completed J hooks, our wall hooks. We can show right here. All 7 of them done. They're not perfectly matched, but they're a pretty close match. But anyway, had a good time doing that. That'll be able to go in our stock and be able to go for sale. You can follow us on our Etsy shop, Barr Run Forge, on the Etsy store. You can also make sure that you subscribe, like, and then hit that bell right down there so that you can add to our channel so we continue to provide this material for you. We've got a few more videos coming soon, so stay tuned. God bless.